Hi, it's Carl here. I just want to demonstrate the problem with a few of the inputs for the for UBot. I've made a little bot here as an example of the problems. So this is just a basic HTML page, and we've got an input here, a file type input, and we've got a dialog to open and fill with value, and its variable is just file. And then we've got a select as well here, a standard select with some options with a select variable. And then we've got a dynamic select with its variable dynamic select, and the list that we're going to load the options is this. We've imported jQuery just to show this. The problem is with the change event, it seems to it works fine with the text input, but anything other than that it seems to get a few problems. I'll demonstrate this now. Now this is just a DOM ready function, and this is just to ensure that the UBot variable is available. So it'll wait a maximum of 6 seconds, and it'll just keep checking until it's available, and then it'll run this script here. And basically all we're doing is we're adding a change event to the input. So we've got the file, which has the ID of file here, here. Same with the select and the dynamic select. And all we're going to do is just debug a counter and increment this counter each change event, and every time it changes it gets called this function, and it'll just put it in the debugger so we can see what's going on. So I've imported this into here, pretty straightforward HTML page, and you'll see that for the first one, the file type, we've got the variable here for file, and if we set the file from a variable, if we run it here, you'll see that the change event keeps getting called over and over again. So we've got debug file here. So this is this here, where we're changing the variable, and it's calling this event over and over and incrementing it over, causing a memory leak essentially. If we select file, anything will do, you'll see it still carries on with the change event, and if we clear it, you'll see it stops. But if we were to set it to some value again, just pretend that's a path, doesn't really matter, you'll see that the change event's getting called over and over again. So that's quite bad for the file input. Imagine if you have quite a lot of these, then it's searching the DOM or whatever it needs to do. It's causing a big memory leak. The next one's the standard select. So we've got debug select. That gets called 2 times, even though it's not been changed. The event shouldn't be called just when the DOM loads. So if I run that and set an option, it gets called, which is right, another time, which is correct. Same as if I select an item, it gets called another time, which is correct. But then if we are to unset this variable to blank and we run it, we'll see that the change event starts getting called over and over again when no value is set for the option, which isn't good either. We've also got the dynamic select. So if we run that, this will set the options for the select, and this is getting called over and over and over again. If we select an option, it stops here. So if we set the option from a variable, it's fine. But then if we were to change the options to different options in the drop down in here, So let's just reset and load some new options. So we've loaded new options. You'll see the dynamic select is counting up again, calling the change event, the jQuery change event, over and over. Like I say, it works fine for like a text input, so I can't see why it would need, why it's getting called this event. It's quite necessary to create a decent looking UI to interact with it. I'll leave this bot with you to have a look at, and you'll be able to debug it for yourself. Just hopefully something can be done about it. And if I was to try and import this into UBot 6, the HTML panel doesn't seem to work at all. Like, it'll either crash the UI panel, or it'll just appear very slow. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll just copy this HTML panel. It's practically unusable. I'm not sure what they've done with it. Yeah, UBot 6, sorry. You'll see it's loaded here. But anything if you want to interact with this, like this is me clicking select, it's just nothing will happen. It'll start doing the same as what it does in UBot 5, exactly the same, and then it'll just crash. The browser will just crash. And that's about it. Hopefully something can get done about this. It is causing a big problem for memory leaks, stuff like that. Thanks a lot, Cal.